Hey people. So yeah, I'm recording this live, but I'm my standard way of doing this. I'm recording it and then I'll be posting it here in a little bit. I'm at a wedding. um, my partner Dandy is a bridesmaid at the wedding. I know pretty much nobody here, but this gives me an opportunity to talk about something I have not talked about. And I know there's very limited subjects in this community about this community that I have not talked about before. That is um, kinky people and marriage, specifically the people within um, the dom sub community, in the master slave community, the mistress slave community, and marriage. And I I've seen it work both ways. I've seen it work where it worked out beautifully, and um, the couple, um, wound up doing great. The annoying buzzing going off in the background, so please ignore that. Um, I've seen it work out great, and I've seen it fall apart very quickly. The thing is with this community, with what we do in particular, we are a very sexually adventurous community, and it's something that you either are fully embracing, or it's something that will tear you apart. There kind of is no middle ground on that. This is very much a when you get involved with this. I mean, like I said, I've talked about losing BDSM after marriage, or finding BDSM after marriage, but people actually getting married within in the community, um, it does happen. It happens, I think, a little bit more than most people would imagine, especially within the heterosexual part of our community. Um, I think the society has a standard of this is what you do when you are in a relationship for for such and such period of time, and we are not immune to it as part of the BDSM culture. And I think that it can be really good if everybody is aware of what it is going in. Just simply because you now have a piece of paper and you stood up in front of a person, regardless of their religious orientation, um, or lack thereof in that regard, uh, just because you said the words "I do" should not change the structure of your relationship. If it does, then it will fall apart. It's one of these things of just because you're a slave and you get married to your dominant, or you get married to your master or mistress, or you're a submissive getting married to your dominant, does not mean that all of a sudden, because you've now got a piece of paper from the government that says that you two are connected, that should change the dynamic in your relationship. If it does mean that your relationship will not last. It will fall apart. And I've seen that where they were an amazing, this one couple I can remember, were an amazing master and slave. Everything was great. They were awesome together. And I saw them for a couple of years. They were always great. Don't know what their personal lives were because I didn't get into that. But in the community and out in the world, they were very, very much, a very happy couple. Were very good with each other. Their play always seemed to be really good and amazing. And suddenly, after they got married, within just a matter of like weeks, you could see the cracks. You could see all of a sudden that the slave felt they had more power in the relationship than they had agreed to prior to the marriage, and it was not working properly. Um, yeah, so that's the kind of thing you have to watch out for. You have to make sure that this is what you want, regardless of the legal status of marriage. And and again, I've seen it happen the other way, where a couple who um, got married and they worked amazing afterwards. They continued on doing this and got deeper and more. There was more passion and more emotion, and it's beautiful when that happens. It doesn't work always that way. But the thing is that if you understand that going into this, I think it'll work for you. So just be aware of that. So I am going to go back to enjoying the fogginess of the beach, staring out into basically the water that is covered by fog. I got to go and put on a good a nice little suit. I'm wearing I'm wearing suspenders and a bow tie. Yeah, if you want to see a picture of that, just head over to my Fed. I'll have one up probably in the next day or two from when I'm recording this video. If you're watching this, after that, it's probably there. Just go hunt me down there, and I think that's going to be it for now. So just do all that YouTube stuff and be well and safe.